Caroline. I went today to do a reading at the beach, and I thought it was going to be different, and I learned as an HSP, a highly sensitive person, a very valuable lesson today. And what that lesson is, when you do an amazing breathing meditation session that's deep and powerful, especially during a full moon, lunar eclipse, and Mercury Retrograde, and you're kind of like zoning in a perfect spot and centered and all of this, don't go to the beach. Oh my gosh. So the reading today, which I'm going to follow up with, while I was doing it, there was so much chaos, and I started taking in the energy of these other people there, and these kids that were just like, I don't know, they were screeching, high-pitched screaming. It was weird. I don't know if, I'm sure that was part of all of this anyway, but it was just interesting for me to figure out that I can't do that anymore. Like, I used to be able to go out into the world and be okay, but now it's like, I just wanted to preempt this with that discovery, and I hope you enjoy and learn something from this reading. There's just all this weird energy. So anyway, following up with the reading and the coaching session, and then afterwards I'll come back with what my discoveries were. Thanks. Hey everyone, it's Caroline Rena, and I am continuing this ride of my life journey. And once a week I'm doing an oracle reading / mini coaching session. And so this week, I have no idea obviously what I'm going to pull. I just wanted to share a couple of things with you. This morning I had an incredible breathwork meditation session with a friend of mine. Actually, she's a body worker that I've been seeing for a really long time, and I am definitely interested in incorporating breathwork into the work I do. It is so powerful in releasing trauma and anxiety and depression and all of that stuff. PTSD. It's just, I think it's important. So I'm taking a look at how I can do that right now. I am taking one mini course just to see what that one is about, but I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into that. But anyway, today, once again, we're back on the Sacred Rebel card deck. And, you know, these decks are just, there's a lot going on right now, and there are things that are, like right now we're in the middle of a full moon and a lunar eclipse, and the Mercury Retrograde that ends on the 14th of May. So we still have a little bit more time left with that. So for those of you who don't know the deal with Mercury Retrograde, what happens is there is mix-ups in communication, whether it's between people or whether it's technology. You're going to notice that your computers are glitching. Different things are glitching right now. I've had that experience myself. And as far as the it's a little humid down here. I am actually at the beach. I haven't gotten to that part yet, but I wanted to just share from here, another part of nature. But anyway, with the full moon on Friday night, you know, we experience people like driving weird, crazy. You've got, I know, the police departments and the emergency rooms and the, you know, teachers are experiencing things with the kids, and it's just a crazy thing when it comes to this full moon. But anyway, so because there's so much emotional stuff going on right now, emotional release, I want to continue with this process with these cards and see what comes up for us for this week, for the coming week. And it's just something where you can delve into more if it resonates with you, and just see where that takes you. I think it's important for me because it really helps open my intuition up, and I love that about these cards. And they help me. I pull a card every day. So, but anyway, all right, let's just get right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this card. It's getting hot here, which is fine. It's okay. Okay, so this card, as you can see, is free from judgment, free to love. And when we talk about that, I feel like it's something where, not only do we have a tendency to judge other people, but we really have a harsh judgment on ourselves. And I had been doing that for my entire life. And it's not fair to ourselves because we didn't do anything to deserve that. As children, we learned that who we are not. That's what I've experienced. And for this card, I think it's important because we're opening this space up, this emotional, this loving, this healing space. And this space is free from judgment. And it opens that space up to love more, to love ourselves, to love other people, and to just love life, So this particular card, I'm going to read it because I really gain an idea from words. I channel, like if I hear a word or I read a word or whatever, or I'm working with a client and a word comes down, there's particular words that I like channel and it means something in the moment, but I have to read it to get to that point. So imagine a world so infused with bliss, love, thought of the moment. So that was not a very blissful moment with the kids screaming in the background, which I was talking about earlier. So just wanted to point that out as I worked my way through doing this reading in that environment where people were picnicking. So, okay, starting over again. All right, so here goes. Imagine a world so infused with bliss, love, and wonder that you naturally and always feel as safe as a nourished, cherished baby in the arms of the universal mother. Life mothers us with kindness, and sometimes when we need it to grow, through challenge as well. Accepting this mothering in its gentle and fierce phases can be difficult at times. Yet there are those brave enough in spirit to go forth onto their life path with absolute trust in the universal mother. Some are even part of her plan to help mother others so that they too can surrender fear and live more freely. Now this is interesting because I feel like on this journey that I'm going on right now, and I don't know if some of you are starting to pull that out too, mothering myself and being there to support others is something that's been a constant thing in my life. And I think this is important to hear because the mother wound is pretty damaging, and it's damaging for women and men, girls and boys. So we need that mothering. We need the universal mother. We need Mother Earth. We need the mother energy. And to be able to live in this freedom of judgment and be able to love ourselves, we have to have that. So when we're missing that love. Okay, so this oracle comes with a message for you. You are learning about mothering and being mothered. You might not do this in a typical way. It might be through bearing children, but it could also be through adopting children, raising children, or otherwise taking care of children and loving them as if they were your own. You might also be learning how to mother on a rather different scale, working with groups, communities, causes, or purposes that need your devotion, your energy, your belief in their value, and your willingness to be the wild tigress or the supportive shoulder to lean upon in order to bring those worthwhile groups to life. You may also be an aspect of the universal mother on a spiritual level. Some people that do this are male, some are female. Some have children and some do not. Some are healers and some work in seemingly more ordinary professions. They have a mothering aspect in common and they love and respect life. They believe in life, are moved by compassion, and are genuinely encouraging and respectful of people. Rather than taking perverse delight when someone stumbles, they want to help. They are ordinary people with an extraordinary natural tendency to nurture life around them. This oracle brings you confirmation that you are amongst the Universal Mother's special clan of nurturing spirits that help to honor life on this planet. You are also being asked to open up to receive more nurturing. You can do this for yourself. You can also choose to open up and allow others to nurture you. It might make you feel a little vulnerable at first, especially if you are not used to doing this, but you don't have to worry. You will get used to valuing yourself enough to know that needing love and affection from another is an opportunity not only for you to receive, but for someone else to give, which involves them being received too. If you are tired and have been taking care of everyone else, then take some time to shift the pattern and allow life to support you too. The Universal Mother helps the helpers so as they can keep helping. It works rather well, you see, for those that give so much to also receive abundantly. If you have been asking life for a solution to a specific difficulty you have been having, this oracle comes with a message that the solution is in gestation right now. The situation is already being sorted out and the resolution will come to fruition very soon. Hold tight and wait for the imminent birth of that resolution. This is also a confirmation. If you are interested in working with children, the inner child, with art therapy, for emotional healing or any sort of uninhibited creative expression that helps dislodge social conditioning and open one up to more spontaneous feeling-based existence, then yes, go ahead and do it. The Universal Mother is supporting you and you cannot get a more powerful ally. This oracle also brings you a message about love. You may find that you are loving or soon will love in a different way. You may worry about this love given that it defies what you have known or been taught about love. Perhaps you are becoming able to love another tremendously, even though you don't have much of a personal relationship with them. You might question if this love is real. It is real. It is just happening at a different level to the love and attachment you experience when you are involved in a personal relationship with someone. It is not more or less, it is just a different facet of love. It may be that you are opening up to love the planet and her creatures, including the animals, the ocean-dwelling life, your own body, the trees, and so on, more than before. You may feel passionately purposeful about giving your time and energy to causes that protect and nurture the earth and her creatures. You are affirmed in this love too. The Universal Mother is operating through you to nurture life. She will support you in your work so that you can continue to come from love and not become drained, depleted, or lost in despair or fear of futility. Instead, you will be energized and expanded by your dedicated service to life. Finally, this oracle has a message for those who may be feeling alone or lonely and in need of greater nurturing from others. You are asked to stop, relax, center, and settle into your body to feel your connection with life itself. The air in your lungs is the same air that moves the trees. The water in your blood is the same water that fills the oceans and is moved by the phases of the moon. The flesh of your body is the same substance as the body of the earth itself. The heat in your digestive system is the same fire and heat as that from the sun. Feel this connection, then do something nice for another without agenda. Make a donation, even just a small one. Smile, say a prayer, send out a good thought, or make a wish for another. That's it. You have connected to life again, and in doing so, life can connect with you. And so it shall. Okay, now here's the healing process. Place your hand over your lower belly and repeat after me. I now release from my body, mind, and heart any negative mothering experiences that would prevent me from receiving the healing grace, love, and support of the Universal Mother through the natural flow of life. May I be blessed and held in her loving embrace so that I may grow into all that I am. So be it. Breathe in and out. And as you breathe in, imagine you are drawing in the healing love of the Universal Mother. As you breathe out, feel your body release negative energy. You don't need to be conscious of exactly what is being released. You might sense the release as emotion or as a sludge leaving the body, and then you might not sense anything at all. Whatever happens is your own process and is just right for you. Remember, if you cannot sense it consciously, something is happening at a level below conscious awareness. You can still have confidence that the process is working for you in the best way. Relax, and when you feel ready, simply place your hands on your heart and send love for a moment. Then return to your day or evening. Okay, so I'm heading onto the beach, and what I'm going to be talking about is I've been challenged, and I just want to show you the beauty of this part before I can share with you what I experienced and what I get to learn from. So this is the walkway to the beach, and it's really pretty. Let's see if we can get the beach out. Yeah, there we go. Yay, still beautiful. We got people. Plenty of people. There's a people right there. I don't know if you can see the ocean or not. And there we go. I love the color of the ocean at this time of year. So I've gotten to the point where there aren't as many people around, so I can feel that the energies are shifting a little bit. The ocean is helping, picking up on people's energy that I was going through when I was attempting to do the reading. But I'm sure you will get something out of the reading, because the reading is important to recognize that Mother Earth, that the Mother energy is huge, and healing from the mother wound, because the mother has been really hurt, you know. So it's time that we heal her. It's time that we heal ourselves, especially as women with the mother wound. And everybody's been affected by it, both men and women, and children alike, you know. So hopefully, I'm using up enough energy to release some of that chaotic energy that I picked up. So, yeah. And I knew that, but this was like the closest beach that I wanted to come to. I wanted to come to the beach today, and it was just something I felt like I needed to do. I guess walking through the other part was necessary to release that and integrate, you know. So one of the tools I use is breathing. And one of the other tools I use is some sort of an exercise which uses up that energy. And I did put it in. I put 5 tools in my last blog post on how to deal with storms, how to work through the storms in your life. So there's that you can take a look at, and I've got all kinds of videos on my YouTube channel also. So anyway, I think that's about it. Take care. Thanks for joining me on the ride of my life. Like and subscribe so others have the opportunity to watch these videos.